Hey, let me talk to you like someone who's been using the LXZ Gaming PC every day for weeks, not just looked at specs. You're the kind of person who feels performance when it's missing. You know the frustration of load screens dragging you out of the moment, of frame rates dipping at critical scenes, of trying to stream or game simultaneously and feeling the whole system flinch. That little tension, that sense of almost good enough but not quite, is what tells you you deserve something that actually delivers, not just promises. Before anything else, check the current price and availability. Gaming PCs in this performance tier don't sit still. Once people realize what they actually do in real use, stock shifts and prices quietly climb. There's always that moment where you realize your old rig isn't cutting it anymore. For me, it hit during a marathon gaming afternoon. I was trying to stream, record, and play a demanding title all at once, and the performance just kept tugging me out of the experience. I found myself lowering settings, juggling tasks, constantly tuning instead of just living in the game. That's when you realize you've outgrown compromise. From the first session with this build, everything feels instantly responsive. Games launch without pause. Settings stay high without begging for mercy. You don't have to close apps or hold your breath hoping it won't stutter. It just works. That relaxation, when the machine stops fighting you, that's a feeling you don't forget. You feel it during long play sessions where frame rates stay stable and smooth instead of jumping around. You feel it when streaming and multitasking feel effortless instead of a balancing act. You feel it when heavy workloads like editing or rendering don't bog you down. Even everyday tasks feel sharper, because the system doesn't strain a bit to keep up. This isn't just about raw performance on paper, it's thoughtful balance. The Intel Core i9-13900HX stays cool and composed under load. The RTX 5060 brings visuals that feel alive without bottlenecks. 32GB of DDR5 RAM means you never feel boxed in when you have multiple apps open. A fast 1TB NVMe SSD gives you the speed you need, and Wi-Fi 6 keeps your connection smooth and stable. It's the kind of setup that feels designed for real use instead of leftover parts assembled haphazardly. Don't expect pricing to stay polite or availability to linger. Systems this capable tend to get scooped up quickly once people realize what they're missing in their own setups. If you're hesitating because this sounds like a lot of power, let me reframe it. This isn't too much, it's future ready. You're not buying just for now, you're buying headroom so your system stays relevant longer instead of aging out in months. One surprise benefit you don't notice at first is how calm everything feels under sustained load. No frantic fan noise blasting unexpectedly. No sudden dips in responsiveness. Just steady performance that makes every session feel intentional instead of patched together. Owning something like this actually changes how you engage with your setup. You don't brace for slowdown. You don't second guess whether it'll keep up. You just play, stream, create, and it feels right every time. Performance feels smooth and reliable, loads feel fast and confident, graphics feel rich without compromise, multitasking stays fluid and natural, every session feels immersive and effortless. It's not the quietest or tiniest build. High-end upgrades may come later. At some point you stop circling weaker systems. You stop settling for almost enough. You choose what genuinely satisfies, and every time you glance at lesser hardware, you come right back here because this already feels right. Check the current price and availability now. Decide while this configuration still makes sense for you. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and quietly regret later.